Hey, what's up? My name is Danny Cobbin. I am a life coach. But important for this conversation, the month of August, I was at the AYP luncheon, and at that luncheon, we talked about ag. And I didn't know. I don't read the emails like that, so I had no idea what type of luncheon I was going to. But I had a chance to get away from my twin, so I was down for it. I get to the luncheon, talk to some people before we all sit down to eat lunch. Pick a table where there's all guys and just one seat left. And I go sit down and I'm like, hey, how are y'all? And I'm like, what do y'all do? It's a business luncheon kind of deal. Guy goes, I work for NASA. And I was like, yeah, I'm ready to go to space. And so the guy on the other side of the table, we started talking about a few things. And what was interesting is I was overhearing the guy that said he worked for NASA talk about numbers. And I mean, he knew his numbers. Didn't know what he did, but I started getting a feel for like, oh, this guy's like a farmer. Like, he does something with crops. And so we're listening now to the panel that they had, right? They had a panel for us with a bunch of different people. And they're just talking about different problems and things that come up as farmers in regards to business. Things that I had never thought about, right? So here goes one, the biggest one. Guy next to me, the thing is over. This is what he says to me, or he says out loud. He's like, a bag of deer corn has went up 300%, so 3 times as much. So if it was $1 yesterday, it's $3 today. He said that one bag of deer corn that's went up 300% feeds 1 cow a day. And one of the guys that was on the panel is a part of a dairy farm, a home dairy farm that has 15,000 cows. So now imagine 15,000 times 3. That's insane. That's what's happening to our farmers here in America, right? I was under the impression, a lot of us are under the impression, ag, that means YeeHaw. Like, yes, I live in Texas. So, yes, there's a little YeeHaw out here. But no, everybody on the panel I think everybody on the panel had a degree and or a master's degree. And it was just really awesome hearing not just what goes on in the community, but what goes on in the supply chain of one of the biggest industries in America. Definitely in Abilene. Heard that it's a $1 billion business here in Abilene itself. So farming is a big deal. And they're talking about how supply chain issues are starting to really catch up with us. Takes 2 weeks to order a part for a truck. And so, trucks are down. Takes a month to get a seat for a John Deere tractor. Chili's closed down the other day because of supply chain issues. McDonald's is starting to see some supply chain issues. So it was very fascinating for me to walk into an ag conversation, not know anything at all other than thinking they're all YeeHaw, and realizing these people are smart. They know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing. They are taking care of us, and we don't even know it. They're talking about antibiotics in milk and other animals or meats and things like that. And they were like, did you know that if you put like a little syringe worth of antibiotics in a full tanker of milk, it'll show up on a test? And then they have to dump the whole tanker, right? They got to dump everything that they worked for antibiotics in the milk or whatever it is.